Hey guys, not exactly sure who's going to end up seeing this video. With everything that's going on with YouTube, with the changes and everything that's coming about with content, uh, well, YouTube just got itself in a mess by not monitoring not monitoring what everybody's putting out there, But nonetheless, we all got to abide by the rules. So if this ends up just being an archive for me, if I'm the only one that ever sees this video, I mean, that'd be pretty cool. But if by some chance I'm actually able to put it out there, then, that'd be good too, because I like making comic book videos. And thought I'd make this one anyway, regardless of what its fate may end up being. Uh, Went to Florence a couple weeks ago to get some groceries, and my son rode with me. While we were there, he wanted to go by this comic book shop that just opened up about 6 months ago. And we had been by there one or two times before. I didn't really find anything, but he found a deal on some books that he liked, so I think that's why he was wanting to go back so bad. But anyway, I'm glad I went with him and looked around, because they had some dollar boxes out, had some pretty cool stuff in it. So, let's get on with the comics. Got Avengers West Coast number 100. Just thought this one looked pretty cool. It's an anniversary issue, Death of an Avenger. It's got Mephisto in it, so for $1, thought I'd pick it up. Got Kick-Ass issue number 2 from Image. I do not think this is a first print. Matter of fact, I'm almost certain it's not a first print. This is a reprint that Image did, I think, in like 2015, 2016, something like that. But anyway, for $1, I thought I'd pick it up. Got One Punch Man, Free Comic Book Day edition. I may already have this one, I'm not sure, but my son kept telling me to pick it up because it was, great character, and it's got My Hero Academia, which I've actually watched a couple of the shows of that with him. So thought I'd pick it up for $1 and just check it out. Got the Portland Comic Con exclusive Miracle Man number 1 with a Neal Adams cover. For $1, why not? Never seen any of these. Didn't even know this existed. This is Planet of the Apes, book 1 from Adventure Comics from the mid 80s, I think. I love Planet of the Apes, so for $1, book I'd never heard of, never seen before, thought I'd pick it up. Got Planet of the Apes, Ursus, number 2 of 6 from Boom Studios. Also got number 3 and number 6. Found these John Byrne OMAC, book 2 and book 3. I like John Byrne's stuff, and for $1 a piece, I thought I'd pick these up too, just to see. Got Vigilante, number 1. When this character came out in the 80s, I didn't like him. I just thought it was kind of a lame character. But I picked up a trade paperback here a couple of months ago that reprints the first 11 issues of Vigilante and Teen Titans Annual number 2 from like 1983, I think, 82 or 83. And this character's not so bad. It's different, mind you, but it's not so bad. It's a crime comic, and you could kind of say he's kind of like the Punisher, or whatever, but circumstances are a little bit different with his origin story. I picked up a couple of issues that Alan Moore did of this character, and they were actually pretty darn good. So if you can find issues of this comic, the first, say, 10 issues or anything that Alan Moore did, I recommend picking them up on the cheap, of course. Just give it a try. I mean, it's better than some of the new stuff I've read, I'll put it that way. Got Age of Ultron, book 1, variant edition. I've already got book 1, but somebody was trying to, a comic shop that that the owner of the comic shop I went to bought this from was trying to sell this book for $10. Not sure if it's really worth it, but you know, if it's not, so what? I didn't pay but $1 for it. So, plus I like Ultron. He's one of my favorite villains. I've been trying to find a copy of this book for a while. It's not that it's an expensive book. It's just one of those books that doesn't show up all that often. This is Alien Worlds #2, and it's got Dave Stevens art in it. I like Dave Stevens. Dave Stevens did some fantastic stuff. It's a shame he died as young as he did. I can only imagine the artwork he would have put out had he not had leukemia. But nonetheless, I thought I'd pick this up and just enjoy some vintage Dave Stevens artwork. All right, that's the first shop. Next place we went was on the other side of town from this. It's a comic shop called Legends Comics. Been there forever in Florence. Matter of fact, it's the oldest comic shop in South Carolina, according to them. Before the original owner died, I had gone in and tried to get some stuff, and it just seemed like the people he had hired were rude. I mean, I had dealt with the original owner for years, but he had hired some real gems to work there, and I guess because he was sick, he didn't monitor it too much. So I just kind of quit going, and I hadn't really gone in, oh, good grief, probably 5 or 6 years. I hadn't set foot in that shop, but my son wanted to go, so I went, just satisfy him, let him see what he could find, and I'm glad I did. I came very close to just driving on home and not going, but I'm glad that I turned around and went back and went, because when I went in, he had his dollar books were 4 for $1. So picked up Planet of the Apes #5 from Dark Horse. Again, like I said previously, I love Planet of the Apes. Good stuff. This is no different. Got Planet of the Apes, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, The Human War, #2 of 3. This Dark Horse stuff is not bad. The artwork is kind of hit and miss, but the stories are really good. They fit in very well with the original movie. So if you're a Planet of the Apes fan, you know, and you can pick these up on the cheap, I recommend picking them up. Now, Planet of the Apes from Boom Studios, #2. #3, #4, #5, and #6. Like I said about the Dark Horse issues, the artwork in these is really hit and miss. Some of it's really good, some of it is not so good. But nonetheless, storylines are very good, and again, they fit in very well with the original movie. And they explore some concepts that those movies talked about, you know, with the histories of the human race and the apes. It's really, really interesting, especially if you're a Planet of the Apes fan and get into that stuff, post-apocalyptic type stuff. So if you can find them on the cheap, pick them up. Now, Batman Eternal, #36. Nothing special about this issue, just picked it up because it's filling a hole. Got Batman Detective Comics from New 52, #2. #3. #8. #12. And #16. I don't pick up too much newer stuff, but, you know, for 25 cents a piece, why not? Legend, The Dark Knight. Batman The Dark Knight from New 52, #17. Got Batman Confidential, #3, which is kind of funny because this is 3 of 8. So this was originally going to be a limited series, but they changed their mind. Also got #5. #13, which is the first appearance of the Wrath since his original first appearance in the Batman special back in '84. Glad to pick that up. Now, Batman Odyssey from Neil Adams, #4. #5. And number 6. I've heard some really good stuff, and I've heard some really, really, really bad stuff about this series, but 25 cents a piece, thought I'd pick it up, just kind of judge for myself. Now, Batman from New 52, number 16, part of the Death of the Family storyline. And number 17. Also got Batman number 26. Got The Shadow, annual number 2 from the late 80s. Not all Shadow incarnations are good. This one was one of my favorites, so picked it up. Just picked this book up because it was double signed. This is a book called Onyx, number 1 from IDW. It's signed by Real, who was the writer, and Rodriguez, who was the artist. Book might be crap, but, you know, hey, signed book, 25 cents, why not? Got Astro City Dark Age, book 4, number 1. And number 3. I think I've got number 2 and number 4, but I didn't have these 2 issues, so I was happy to pick those up. Got The Torch, number 3 of 8, from Marvel and Dynamite. Also got number 4, number 7, and number 8. If you don't have this, and you like Golden Age-esque type stories, I recommend you pick this one up. This has got some great Alex Ross artwork on the covers. The interior art is by a gentleman by last name of Carey, and it's also very, very good. And the story itself, the couple issues I've read, is a really good take on the Golden Age Human Torch. So, if you can find them on the cheap, pick them up. Got Magnus, Robot Fighter, number 3 from Dark Horse. I enjoyed Magnus as a Gold Key character from the 60s. Got a couple of those issues with that classic Russ Manning artwork in them. So I like this incarnation too. Jim Shooter did a great job writing these stories, so picked it up. Got Mighty Samson, number 3. Read a couple of the Mighty Samson stories in Gold Key and liked them, so thought I'd check this one out too. Got Dr. Solar, number 4. Number 5, love that cover. And number 6, like that cover too. Again, old Gold Key character. Liked him when he was with Gold Key, so thought I'd pick it up. Got Kick-Ass 2, issue 2. Kick-Ass 2, issue 4. Got Thunder Agents from DC, number 7. This series, in my opinion, sucked. I've got a couple of the issues after this, and the stories were just dreck, in my opinion. But cover hooked me, had Iron Maiden on it, so picked it up. Even if it's dreck, so what? I paid a quarter for it. Got Captain America White, number 2. I found Captain America White number 1, I think last year at Heroes Con, so I was happy to find this. Got The Spirit, number 26, from not Gold Key, Kitchen Sink. I like these old reprints of the Will Eisner stuff, and this is one of the issues I didn't have, so picked it up. Alright. Oh, and by the way, guys, the good stuff is scattered hither and yon, so keep watching. Got Battle of the Planets, number 9, number 10, and number 11. Top Cow did a great job with this. The artwork is really good. The stories match the cartoon almost to a T. For a quarter a piece, I mean, hey, I was very happy to get that. Got Brave and the Bold, number 9, and number 11. I've actually got number 11. Wasn't sure if I had it or not, but anyway. So I'll put it up and use it get it signed or something. Got Johnny Quest, number 12 from Comico. Got number 14. Number 16. 17. 18. And number 26. I love Johnny Quest. Comico did a really good job with these. It reminds you of the old cartoon from the 60s. Just good stuff. Alright, let's see. Get this right. These were the ones that made me the happiest, though. Got Tales to Astonish, number 72. Number 73. And number 75. All of these had stickers right in the middle of the cover. I was able to get 2 of them off so that it didn't really affect the book so much, but this one, number 75, it messed up Hulk's face, as you can see. I know these are remaindered copies, and I had always heard that what retailers back then would do is they would cut the top of the issue off and send it back and get credit like they didn't sell it. And then they would put them in like little special bins and sell them 2 for 10 cents. Well, I can verify that because the stickers I pulled off these covers said 2 for 10 cents. So, thought that was pretty cool, even though it was a sticker and I had to get it off. Anyway, got Tales of Suspense, number 96 with Iron Man. These made me happy too. Got Amazing Spider-Man, number 59. And number 88. Love old Spider-Man. Anything past about 1977, in my opinion, is eh. But I like the Romita stuff. Just classic stuff. Picked up Adventure Comics, number 345, with the Legion of Superheroes. I actually don't have this issue. I thought I might have it, but when I got home, I discovered that I didn't. I've got the issues around it. But anyway, for $0.25, even though it is coverless, who cares? This is the oldest one I picked up. Got Nutsy Squirrel, number 67 from DC from 1955. Just picked it up because it was really old. And, even though it is coverless, for $0.25, who cares? Got Fantastic Four, number 74 with Silver Surfer. I've actually got a copy of this with the cover. But any Jack Kirby Silver Surfer stuff, I'm going to pick it up, even if it is coverless. Got Superman, number 140 from 1960 with the first appearance of the Bizarro baby, or Son of Bizarro. I read this issue not too long ago, or this story rather, in a trade that I picked up. Just thought it was really cool, and when I saw it in the box, it's in really bad shape, but who cares? Just thought I'd pick it up for $0.25. Got Cerebus Jam, number 1. I picked up a good many Cerebus issues. Also got number 53, number 61, number 63, 64, 66, 72, number 81, number 82, number 83, 85, which has got Mick Jagger and Keith Richards in it. Just thought that was pretty freaking cool. At number 86, 87, number 90, number 96, 97, number 101. These out of the way. 102, 103, 105, 106, 107, 111, 285, 289. Hold on, guys. Gotta reach around here and get the rest of them. Number 292 and 294. Picked up an issue of Captain America I thought I didn't have, but I actually ended up having it. Number 452. Captain America from one of the series from the early 2000s, number 5. This is one off my list. Got the Flash, number 294. Legion of Superheroes, 311, 323, 325, 331, 332, 333. Got the Baxter series, number 19, and number 30. And I actually picked up a couple of issues I already had. I got Cerebus number 60. Ended up getting another copy of 66, which was actually in the bag with the other 66. And got number 96. Got 2 copies of number 96, which was again in the bag with number 96. Anyway, that is the haul. Very happy with the stuff I got. It's nothing spectacular. But, you know, for what I paid for it, you know, hey, so what? If this applies and this is able to get, you know, put on YouTube after all this hullabaloo dies down, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.